Hey, I'm Brandon Brody with Annihilator Broadheads. This is the Annihilator. On here we have a 100 grain Annihilator. I just want to explain quickly the little bit of the new shape. We get asked all the time, what is this thing? It looks awesome, it looks wicked, and it truly is. We've actually created a back scoop on this, and it's what it does is in flight, and whether it goes through an animal, it actually creates a net, less drag on your entire projectile. So we've designed this broadhead to create a air pocket and create a certain level of turbulence in flight, where it actually has turbulence over the entire arrow shaft, which acts like a shield when you shoot it. So you can expect long range accuracy with this broadhead. It's also, as it goes through an animal, these scoops displace visceral material and away from the center mass of that arrow, and actually creates a hole as a wound channel. So we say we don't create cuts or slits in an animal, we actually punch a hole through it. So we actually took this broadhead here and we shot this exact broadhead 30 times through this car trunk lid, just to one, show durability, but for two, to show people that this is the smallest hole that you would see in your animal. And so we say we're also one of the most efficient broadheads ever made because it's such a small head. It's got a 0.91 cut diameter, which is a little more than 20 thou over 7/8. But it has the largest cutting surface area. If you were to just measure up all the cutting surface area on this broadhead as far as mass removed in the hole that it creates, it would be the largest cutting surface area. And what this does in an animal is just actually incredible. We actually, through our testing, we had years of testing, 2.5 years of testing, and we had to hire a third-party consulting firm to ask what was happening in these animals. We would open them up, and it would look like a blender would go off on the inside of these animals. And so we hired a third-party consulting firm to say, hey, what's going on with these things? So what we found out is as this goes into an animal, we were able to simulate with my arrow, which is a 450 grain arrow, and at 273 feet per second, this actually created a 5-inch pressure wave upon impact in an animal of a high pressure wave. And it's just like basically hit it like a Mack truck. And to our surprise, it also created roughly an 8-inch low pressure wave as it comes in. So we're the only broadhead to be able to create a low pressure wave upon impact in an animal. And what that really means is it actually, as it goes through an animal, it's displacing all that visceral material away from the center mass. It's literally sucking through atmospheric pressure. It's kind of like a vacuum, and so you're going to find more blood and more visceral material outside in places that you haven't seen before. We get hit up all the time, hey, why does my animal have so much bloodshot everywhere? And it's because of that reason. So this is a very effective head. We've basically taken a smaller cut diameter head, created a larger hole, something that flies great, is extremely durable, and at the same time increase the lethality onto your animals. We hear all the time, it died in 50 yards, it died in 80 yards, etc. And that's because of this back scoop. It is a single cast part. I'll show you it's actually investment cast out of 4140 actually in Wisconsin. And then we get these parts like this in Boise, Idaho, and then we turn them out, and we put the post on, and then we end up grinding them out and putting the black oxide on them as well. So we hold extremely tight tolerances. Every broadhead that we ship, we batch within 0.2 grains of each other, so you can expect essentially a match with the 3-pack of broadheads that you order. We're very proud of this head. We're hunters ourselves, and we're excited to get these in the hands of more dealers and more shooters. And we know you're going to love this head. So thanks for watching.